All right, and then the next one, breathe through me. So this is in English. There was a time, I haven't been doing this lately, but there was a long period of time when I would always do a mantra, a chant, a song in English every time that I led a mantra session or kirtan. And the reason for that, for one thing, I'm an English speaker. I'm Celtic. I'm not Indian in origin, at least not in this life. And I think I had many lifetimes in India at some other point, because I just adore the culture and the language, although I do my best with the Sanskrit, and I know it's not perfect. At any rate, so in English, if English is your native language, then when that was the first language that you learned, if that was the first language that you learned, then it is processed a little differently in your brain than something that you learn later in life. And each language actually does trigger slightly different areas of the brain, because you can think of it as like localized language areas, for example, and motor areas, but the truth is the brain does work as a whole. But some areas are more lit up, when they do a brain imaging, based on what the person's thinking about, what they're saying, what they're doing, what language they're speaking. So with the English, for me, and I think in general, the language that you first learned, you have an emotional tie to. And it's also your default language if you're under stress. So my husband is Norwegian, and if he's checking out in a grocery store and paying cash instead of using a credit card, and he's counting money and people are behind him waiting, the cashier's waiting, and you feel that sort of stress, of people waiting for you to finish counting out your money. And he'll go back to counting in Norwegian because that's his default language and that's what is easiest for him to count in. So when I sing in English, what I find is I do feel the Sanskrit and the chants very deeply. Mostly I feel them in my heart. I feel that resonance, in my lungs and in my heart. And also in the skull. There's a lot of resonance in the skull when you're singing. And with English, I do feel that emotional connection because I don't even have to think about what the words mean because they mean what they mean, and that's my native language. So I really connect with the devotion aspect of it, whereas in Sanskrit, that's a conscious thing for me. I consciously think about what it is that I'm chanting. If I'm chanting for the alleviation of a condition, then I'm consciously thinking about it. But with English, it's like an unconscious reaction. It's like there is just a tie. So, excuse me, that was a very long explanation. So this one, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Send your light through my soul. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. And there was a big debate when I started doing this one in my kirtan band, which was several years ago, my original band. Should we really use the term Holy Spirit? Like that sounds like really Christian, and maybe people have a problem with it. Personally, I don't have a problem with Christianity at all. That's why I think of myself more as a mystic, because that's just a name for someone who's looking for the truth, the inner truth, wherever, in nature, in religions, in philosophy, whatever. So a Holy Spirit is actually a generic term. It's like, sacred fire, living water, that kind of thing. So we decided that we would just sing it, Holy Spirit, breathe through me, even when the rest of the program was Eastern. So Holy Spirit, breathe through me, obviously associated with the lungs and with the breath, and really asking that energy of life, that spirit that is sacred and holy, that it come into your being. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Send your light through my soul. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Send your light through my soul. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Send your light through my soul. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Send your light through my soul. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Holy Spirit, breathe through me. Send your light through my soul. Holy Spirit,